When I walk into the counseling center, I feel happy.
On a weekly basis, we have families commenting about how peaceful and serene the atmosphere at the counseling center is. I love that we have his photo in our lobby now, so that when clients and when donors come here, they actually get to see his face and know who Nick Finnegan was. He made everybody laugh and happy when he was around them, so the fact that we get to now do that for other people through the work that we do at the counseling center is amazing.
This is Nick's yearbook picture, his senior picture. They get to have a full page. But the funny part about this picture is that Nick decided he would put our cat in there instead of a big giant dog like most guys did. And it was a complete joke. And I really didn't think he would use it because I said, you know, Nick, it was kind of weird. And he goes, too bad, I like it. So, I mean, it's his picture, right? So this is it, which does make me laugh every time I look at it. The truth is, I was one of those moms that thought it was going to be the end of the world when her firstborn child went to college, and that's what we were consumed with. I mean, that's what's supposed to happen, right? So he was killed 2 weeks before he was about to start at UT, and needless to say, our world came to a crashing halt.
So he and his friend, Scotty Cavan, had gone up to Austin to pledge fraternities. And then they got in the car Sunday afternoon, and they had an accident. They were both killed in the car accident.
We miss it so much.
Both of my parents had already passed away, so I'd pretty much learned how to deal with death, I thought, and grief, but this was totally different. It was kind of shock and trauma, and we didn't know how to deal with that at all. The hard part was how to keep our family together. And I was scared because I had heard that couples who lose a child, I think it's something like 75% end up getting a divorce. So I was scared, is that going to happen to us?
We knew that we needed to take action. We knew we needed to live, and so we started with counseling, lots and lots of counsel.
When we were first married, we went to marriage counseling. So we had already seen in our lives that counseling helped. And so in the years after Nick died, the counselors would help us focus on things that we could do to help get better and not let us get trapped into, you know, a black hole and a downward spiral.
Well, I remember we were sitting in church, and Dr. Pace was talking about the counseling center and wanting to raise money for it and just talking about it. And I remember thinking, wow, that is so great. And shortly thereafter, the phone rang, and it was Dr. Pace, and he asked if Bill and I would be willing to help raise money.
And the same day that Susan got that phone call, I had driven by the church and thought, we really ought to do something. We've benefited so much from counseling. We ought to get involved some way.
What Nick would think or what he would say, granted he'd be happy that people are being helped, but he would say, what in the world? Is there a counseling center named after me? That's 100% what he would say. Do you agree?
I do. Oh, this is a great picture. Yeah, that's.
This is it. Yeah, this is the picture, which is, that's the gang right there. There's Mary Elizabeth right there.
One of Nick's very best friends, all the way back from his pre-K days, was Mary Elizabeth. And she's now the executive director of the Nick Finnegan Counseling Center.
I keep that photo on my desk as a reminder that I come to work every single day to not only make a difference in people's lives, but I get to honor one of my closest friends every single day when I walk through the door. 1 in 5 people in the Houston community have been affected by mental health, and actually over 150,000 children in Harris County alone have been diagnosed with a mental illness. So we see a huge need in the Houston community for affordable, high-quality mental health counseling. We understand that the word affordable means something different to everybody. So this is why we offer a private pay rate, insurance options, and a sliding scale so that clients can come to the counseling center and receive the quality counseling that they're looking for. Most of our counselors that work here actually have their own private practices and choose to work here part-time because they're invested in the mission and they're invested in helping the people in Houston.
Currently now we're a full-service counseling center, so we see a whole wide range of people and a whole wide range of issues: addictions, life transitions, anxiety, depression, ADHD. Almost anything that you can think of, we have a counselor there that has a specialty in that area.
For my last talk of the year, they asked me to talk about how to help emotionally prepare your children for a transition into a new grade.
The Counseling Center got involved with doing talks at schools a couple of years ago, and it started with an ADHD panel for parents, and then from that grew the idea of what if we go into these communities and these schools and offer this support. Part of why we want to do it is, of course, getting the Nick Finnegan Counseling Center name out there so more people are aware of the services that are available to them if they need it. But then also part of it is just about giving back to the community.
Please remember, if there are topics that you're interested in, be sure to let us know, because that's the kind of flexibility we have, and we want to be sure we're meeting the needs of our parents at our school. Parenting doesn't come with a handbook. I think that parents have questions that we don't necessarily have answers to. We needed someone who could help us out and help our parents out, wrestling with bigger issues, and those issues impact how kids do here at school. We're seeing all different types of parents come and engage, and while at first it was difficult, it was more of a, I'm going to listen to what they have to say. More and more it's become a, I've got some questions that I'd like to see answered.
I, Ellen Cohn, Mayor Pro Tem, on behalf of Mayor Sylvester Turner, Mayor of the City of Houston, hereby proclaim May 1st to 7th, 2016 as Greater Houston Children's Mental Health Awareness Week. Congratulations.
We actually just figured out 2 days ago that we have 6 times the number of sessions now than we did in 2012 when we started. So this past February alone was our biggest month to date. We did 412 sessions just in February with 9 counselors.
We appreciate what you're doing. Your work that you're doing, especially in HISD, since we're at the City of Houston, is very important.
I can make a happy pizza or I can make a sad pizza.
Happy
Happy pizza? Okay, I'll make a happy pizza.
We could not do what we do at the Nick Finnegan Counseling Center without the donors' continuous support. My hope for the Counseling Center is that we will just continue to meet the need in the community so that we can continue to offer high quality, affordable counseling, that we can continue to offer free parent talks in the community. We feel very strongly about listening to the needs that are in the community and responding to those in a way that allow people to come to the Counseling Center and get the help that they need.